And if you are headed out today, it's a little on the windy side and quite warm and humid this afternoon. Temperatures back in the 80s today. It will be getting a little chilly by tomorrow. Don't expect to have this warm weather stick around. Temperatures by tomorrow afternoon could be like 30 degrees colder than today, at least in the afternoon. So cold front coming in early Wednesday. Probably a lot of it will be through before sunrise. And then behind it, lots of clouds coming in, some drizzle and sprinkles, colder weather that lasts probably through at least Friday. Highs could be kept mainly in the 50s Thursday and Friday. May spend most of Wednesday afternoon in the 50s in a good chunk of the valley. So about a trio of cold days. Even Saturday may not be tremendously warm. So maybe the last big cold front, you never know here for winter. There's always that one front around spring break, but we haven't had too many strong cold fronts lately, so a good taste of some chilly weather coming back. Winds right now are gusting from the south and southeast at about 30 miles per hour, so 31 the gust in Edinburgh, 31 in Port Isabel, and we will see those winds probably stay in that range this afternoon. Temperatures currently in the 80s. We're up to 86 in McAllen, 84 in Weslaco and Brownsville. A very warm day across the valley. We'll tack on a few more degrees to get into the upper 80s in most spots. Notice the island still in the 70s because water temperatures are cool there. So if you're headed out this afternoon, if you're at work thinking, well, what's the weather going to look like? If you're on the phone looking at the weather app, you see these numbers this afternoon, mainly in the 80s at 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., still in the mid-80s. Even by 7 p.m., if you're headed out for a walk or run, probably still rather warm, humid, and close to 80. And then mainly in the 70s this evening. Notice late tonight, we do put like a little raindrop on there for a 10% chance for a sprinkle late tonight as the clouds sticking up and that front gets closer. But most of the daytime is kind of looking like this with some high patches of clouds, but generally nice dry conditions this afternoon. Now temperatures on Future Track show mainly 80s this afternoon around the valley. And then by tonight, still again in the evening, we'll be falling through the 70s. Notice tonight, here comes the front. By about 3 a.m., it's moving into the valley. 70s ahead of the front late tonight, but behind it already falling to near 60 or so. So again, you may go to bed and may be feeling warm when you wake up 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, whenever you decide to get up, even if it's 8 in the morning. Temperatures will be getting cooler than today. So by 3 a.m., the front's on top of us. By about 6 or 7 a.m., the front's already through the valley tomorrow. Temperatures in the 50s most of the morning, or even 60s closer to the coast initially, but kind of hold or maybe fall back a little bit in the afternoon. So we could spend most of Wednesday afternoon in the upper 50s, maybe lower 60s at best. You see by 4 p.m., we're still right around the 58 to 60 degree mark across the valley. So basically temperatures won't be warming up much tomorrow. It's going to be cloudy. It won't be too windy with this front, just a light wind from the north, probably no more than 10 or 15 miles per hour, but chilly stretch of weather coming back on Wednesday with temperatures by evening still in the 50s. And I think temperatures probably hold in that range most of Thursday as well, but it may start to get a little breezier later in the week as a second push of cool air comes in. We'll show you later on this hour. Future Track, though, tracking any clouds or rain, and you don't see any out there this afternoon. In fact, a few patches of clouds, but mainly partly sunny skies, a bit on the windy side. And then by this evening, the clouds start to fill in overnight. And again, late tonight as the front gets closer, you may start to see a few sprinkles or a very, very, very light shower when the front passes. But again, around 3 a.m., the front's coming toward the valley and moving through. And then after that, behind the front, lots of low clouds tomorrow, some sprinkles possible, but not much rain. We're talking tiny amounts of rain, just maybe put some spots on your car, and that's about it. But clouds all day long on Wednesday, keeping temperatures down. And then as this plays out into Thursday, if you have plans, we might pick up a little more in the way of some light rain and drizzle on Thursday, but you see it's still not all day rain or anything like that, but sprinkles and light rain possible. And all that keeps temperatures, again, quite chilly on Thursday with most of the day spent in the 50s. So again, if you're waiting for rain, like good rain, still probably going to be waiting for a while. If you look at what Future Track says behind this front on Wednesday, it still shows tiny amounts, no more than about 1/10 of an inch. And if you add up some rain on Thursday, it doesn't add much of these totals all the way into Thursday, maybe up to about 1/4 of an inch in some areas total. And even that might be aiming a little on the high side for the forecast amount. So again, the front mainly bringing some very light rain and drizzle, but the thing you'll notice is a lot of cool air. 86 today, partly sunny skies, winds gusting up to about 30 miles per hour this afternoon. Otherwise, a warm and humid day. You might find me in the pool this afternoon. I know that water's a little cool, but as long as you get in when the sun's out, you know, you can tough it out. First 1-5 AccuWeather 7-day forecast. 86 today, 60s tomorrow, and a lot of those 60s might be in the morning and probably drop a little bit to the upper 50s in many areas during the daytime. A light rain showers possible tomorrow and Thursday, maybe a few left over early Friday. But notice those temperatures stay down. 59 on Thursday, 52 for a high on Friday. Could dip into the 40s Friday morning. Saturday may start off cool, gets a little warmer. 60s and near 70 degrees, and the weekend ends warmer by Sunday and Monday with temperatures back close to 80 degrees. And we'll have a look at some weekend activities coming up too in your weekend forecast a bit later on this hour on Channel 5 News at noon.